They weren't finalists in Love Island All Stars earlier this year, guys, but they certainly made an impact. Ronnie and Harriet have announced that they've split up again, and I don't think anyone's going to be overly shocked by this news, but if I'm being honest, I did feel that after their run recently in All Stars that it would last longer this time than it did previously on their OG season, but apparently it hasn't. Now, of course, before formally announcing it, they've sold the story to The Sun, because that's what you do before you announce a breakup. You try and capitalise on it, make some money from it, guys. That's what everyone does. Don't you know this? Have a look. It's over. Love Island couple split while on holiday together, just days after denying they were on the rocks. Love Island stars Harriet Blackmore and Ronnie Vint have split up after rekindling their romance on All Stars earlier this year. The couple, who were recently on holiday together in Ibiza, have now both unfollowed each other on social media, with Ronnie also deleting photos of Harriet. Their split comes just days after the couple were hit with split fears by concerned fans. Fans had spotted that footballer Ronnie had deleted photos of Harriet from Instagram, sparking fears they'd separated. But Ronnie took to his Instagram stories to deny they're on the rocks at the time and said posts about the breakup are fake. Last summer the pair had originally split, just weeks after previously leaving the villa. However, viewers watched as Harriet and Ronnie rekindled their connection on Love Island All Stars. Although Ronnie was an original All Stars Islander, his then ex entered as a bombshell on day 11. Having reunited, the pair fell short of winning after being dumped on day 34 of 36. Now, they were always an interesting couple, they were always eclectic, they were always mad, and I quite enjoyed them, if I'm being really honest, and I think it's a bit of a shame. I think it's a shame they didn't make it to the final of All Stars. I would have preferred them in the final to Sammy and Elma, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, they were one of the more unique Love Island couples. Harriet is one of those girls who's just, I mean, she's like a loose cannon, but in a good way, and she's eccentric, and she's unpredictable, and I like that. And Ronnie was always a bit relaxed and a bit chilled, but also in his own way. Kind of, you know, you couldn't tell what he was going to do next, and he said some fun stuff, and I thought he was always a bit of a laugh. So it is kind of, you know, one of those things, one of those couples who you just think, well, I wish that hadn't happened. But I guess because they're both so volatile, I can understand why their relationship might be hard to stay together, because they both probably have their own sort of temper tantrums, and they can probably both be short fuses. And who knows, maybe this is them again being a bit petulant and, you know, deleting stuff and breaking up, and then maybe they'll get back together again. I wouldn't be at all surprised. But for now, guys, they've split up, and I'm very sorry if that's ruined your Thursday, although it is pouring with rain right now, and surely that has ruined your Thursday more than this news. I think so.